Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Lesson 17. District Administration. Knowledge Acquisition. India is the second largest country with a population of over 1.3 billion people. It is divided into 28 states and 7 union territories. Most of the states in India are larger than many independent countries of the world. They have a large population to care for. Each state is divided into smaller units known as districts. This allows state governments to run the state efficiently and maintain law and order. Each state has several districts. Some states are divided into divisions, each containing several districts. District is the basic unit of administration. It links the government of the state with the center and with the people living in it, in a direct and lucid manner. Further, a district is divided into subdivisions, usually 3 to 5. A subdivision is further divided into tehsils or talukas. While the district is in the charge of a collector or deputy commissioner, the subdivision is under a subdivisional magistrate and the tehsil or taluka is under a tehsildar or mamlatdar. Importance of district administration. The district is the most important unit of administration in India. All important offices of the government such as revenue, education, public health, police, civil and criminal courts, irrigation, jails, excise, taxation, post and telegraphs, Zilla Parishad, etc. are located at the district headquarters. All aspects of the civil and political life of residents of the district are attended to within the district. It is thus quite obvious that the district is a complete administrative unit. Administrative officers in a district. The officer in charge of a district is called the collector or district magistrate, DM, or deputy commissioner. He is usually the member of the Indian Administrative Service, IAS. Generally, an experienced person is appointed to this post by the state government. The collector has his headquarters at the district town. He frequently tours the district to keep himself in touch with the affairs of the district. The collector is assisted in his work by subdivisional officers, tehsildars, nayab tehsildars, kanungos, and patwalis. He is also assisted by the superintendent of police, deputy superintendents, and inspectors of police, district and sessions judges, munsifs, chief medical officer, district education officer, block development officers, and several other officers. Functions of the collector. The collector is the backbone of the district administration. He is responsible for the efficient working of every branch of administration in his district. A collector performs the following functions. 1. Maintains law and order in the district. 2. Looks after collection of land revenue. 3. Supervises Panchayati Raj bodies. 4. Provides civic amenities and services. 5. Implements development schemes. 6. Supervises the jail administration. 7. Maintains land records, crop yields, and the area under cultivation. 8. Safeguards and maintains control over state property. 9. Settles disputes over land and revenue. 10. Supervises relief work in time of drought, famine, floods and natural and man-made calamities. Deputy Commissioners control over the police. The most important duty of a Deputy Commissioner is to maintain law and order in the district. His stint as an administrator depends on how well he discharges his duties. For this purpose, he is assisted by the Superintendent of Police. The Superintendent of Police, SP, is expected to obey the orders of the Deputy Commissioner and keep him informed about the law and order situation in the district. The Deputy Commissioner. in his role as the district magistrate, DM can prohibit the holding of public meetings, processions or fairs if he thinks that they are likely to disturb the peace of the district. He can impose curfew if the situation goes out of control. If a curfew is declared, people have to remain indoors till it is lifted or withdrawn. The Superintendent of Police, SP, is in charge of the police force in the district. He is usually an Indian Police Service (IPS) officer. He has under him police officers of different grades such as deputy superintendents, inspectors, sub-inspectors, and station house officers (SHOS). There are hundreds of head constables and constables to carry out their orders. For better administration, the district is divided into 5 or 6 circles. Each circle is under the charge of a Deputy Superintendent of Police, DYSP. Every circle is divided into 10 police stations, thanas. Each thana is under the charge of a station house officer who runs it with few sub-inspectors, some head constables and about 10 constables. A clerk in the thana maintains its records. He also records complaints about the crimes in his area. All such complaints are registered and acknowledged and are called FIR, First Information Reports. Do you know? Section 144 of Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC, of 1973 empowers a magistrate to prohibit an assembly of more than 4 people in an area. There is a chowkidar in each village. He maintains peace and order in the village and keeps a watch on known bad characters. Both the constable and the chowkidar are supposed to patrol the village at night for the safety of the villagers. They report to the thana officer if anybody disturbs the peace in the village. Jail administration. There is a jail in every district. The highest officer of the jail is known as a jailer or jail superintendent. The intention of the government is not merely to punish the jailed convicts, but also to reform them and make them better citizens. The jail authorities are supposed to take steps for the welfare of the prisoners. 1. The government has established separate jails, reform homes, for women and children, so that they do not develop bad habits in the company of hardened criminals. 2. Literacy classes are held in the jails to educate illiterate prisoners. 3. The prisoners are not treated harshly, at least in theory. The reality may be very different. Many jails are said to be hotbeds of vice. Influential prisoners are said to enjoy every type of facility in jail, with the cooperation of jail staff. Cell phones have been confiscated from big criminals lodged in jails. While they are behind bars, they use these phones to control their gangs. Some of those sentenced to hard labor are not asked to do much hard work as punishment. 4. Criminals are trained in useful crafts like carpet weaving, tailoring, carpentry, basket making, blacksmith work, etc. They are also paid wages for their work. When they come out of jail, after serving their sentence, they can use this money to start a new life, earn their livelihoods, and live within the law. But hardened criminals often return to a life of crime after release from jail. Land Settlement and Revenue Department. India is mainly an agricultural country. 70% of the people are dependent on the agriculture. Land revenue has always been an important source of income for the state. The district collector is also the head of the land revenue administration of the district. He carries out land settlement and maintains the record of collection of land revenue. He is assisted by several officers like Tehsildar, Nayab Tehsildars, Kanungos, and Patwaris. They try cases of land disputes. They also keep records of the measurement of land, ownership of land, and the assessment of land produce in their respective areas. For the better and proper working of the revenue administration, the district is divided into a number of tehsils or talukas, with a tehsildar as its head. A Nayab Tahsildar and a Kanungo are there to assist him. Each Patwari is responsible for keeping land and revenue records of 3 or 4 villages. The collector looks after relief work in times of calamities such as drought, famine, floods, earthquakes, or epidemics. He can spend money from the district relief fund to meet these emergencies. He also gets financial aid from the state government to provide relief to the affected people. All the government officers in the district join hands in implementing relief measures. Judicial administration. The district courts try 2 types of cases, civil and criminal. Civil cases are related to property, money, land, etc. Criminal cases are related to crimes such as theft, robbery, cheating, bribery, corruption, murder, etc. Civil courts. The court of the district judge is the highest civil court in a district. Civil judges are of different grades. Criminal courts. The court of the sessions judge is the highest criminal court in a district. Nyaya panchayats in villages can try petty civil and criminal cases. In case a party is not satisfied with the decisions taken by a Nyaya Panchayat, it can appeal to a district court. No lawyer can appear in a Nyaya Panchayat to argue a client's case. That is only permissible in a district or higher court. Development programs. From time to time, the government comes up with programs for the welfare of citizens, especially those living in rural areas or those who are from socially backward or disadvantaged classes. The collector is responsible for successfully implementing these programs in his district, especially in the rural areas. He directs and cooperates closely with a large number of agencies and experts on agriculture, irrigation, education, sanitation, etc. They help him to carry out community projects in the district. These projects are meant to introduce new and better ways of farming and irrigation in the rural areas. These projects also aim to bring to the people of the district all the benefits of good health, education, better housing, and many other advantages. This approach is a departure from the old ways. Instead of ruling the people from above, it now means serving them from below. Since the government is doing everything to improve the economic and social lives of the people, they are generally cooperative towards the government. But at times they are also highly critical of any official lapses, such as delay in implementing programs or misuse of funds. There are several instances where district collectors, IS officers, have been convicted for misappropriating or diverting funds meant for relief works. The media have exposed or highlighted many such scams. Other district officials. Other than the police, revenue and judicial officers, many other officials work under the control of the Deputy Commissioner. The Chief Medical Officer of the district advises the Deputy Commissioner regarding public health and sanitation. He is expected to control epidemics, supervise the purity of milk and drinking water, and look after the drainage and sanitation of the district. The executive engineer is in charge of the public works department of the district. He is responsible for the maintenance of roads, bridges, buildings, electric supply and irrigation. The district education officer, DEO, supervises the educational institutions, both primary and secondary. The block development officers, BDO, work in coordination with the Deputy Commissioner in the work of educating the village people in teaching them new methods of agriculture, introducing them to the latest animal husbandry practices, digging new wells, showing how to harvest rainwater, building new roads, etc. The irrigation department looks after the sources of irrigation in the district. Supervision of Panchayati Raj. The Deputy Commissioner is responsible for the working of the Panchayati Raj institutions in the district. He gives directions for the working of the local bodies. He can dissolve the local bodies if they do not perform their functions efficiently. He sends a report about it to the state government. He is also responsible for holding elections to the panchayats, block samitis, and zilla parishads. Position of the Deputy Commissioner or Collector. The Deputy Commissioner or Collector is the most powerful government officer in a district. He supervises and controls the working of all government departments under him. He maintains law and order. He also looks after the social and economic development and implements development programs in the district. He serves as a link between the district administration and the state government. Keywords: Thana, police station; Tehsildar, revenue officers in district; FIR, First Information Report; IAS, Indian Administrative Service; BDO, Block Development Officer. Let's revise. Continuous review. Each state is divided into districts. These are further divided into subdivisions and tehsils. District is the most important unit of administration in India. The collector or district magistrate, DM, or deputy commissioner is officer in charge of a district. The DM is responsible for the efficient working of every branch of administration in his district. The superintendent of police, SP, is in charge of police force in his district. The jailer or jail superintendent is the highest officer of a jail. There are two types of courts in a district: civil courts and criminal courts.
Like, share and subscribe.